What is return type in Java? See, return type is ideally that can be in method as integer, character, or void, whatever is depend upon the requirements. For example, what is the method structure? Method can be created in this way. Public void call. Now, if that method has type that is void, so void means we are going to return null. Okay, in that case, suggestible to print a data. But if, for example, you are going to add something, so let me copy and paste. There, I want to add some integer add. So what I'm doing, I'm returning this as a integer, right? So that will give you the value as a integer. It means in that case, we need to return something as integer, like for example, any number like 10 or any integer. So this is the return type. There you can go with character, there you can go with string, anything can be replaced within this section. And the same we can also pass there as a parameter. So parameter we'll discuss in next section. Now what I'll do, for example, I'll just create a new program, new class, right click on the project, new, and then class, right? Then what we'll have, then let me type the class name. Okay, and then class name can be, I'll just go as a return type, for example, return type test. Okay, RET1. Okay, and then I'll go as a package. Package is com.java.test data. Anything. Now I'll just click on finish. So this is my program. Now I'll just put main there. And whenever we are going to create a program, a good practice is create an independent class outside the main. So this is test. Now I'll create first method, public method that has void as a return type. Okay, and then name can be uh, call. I'll just go with call. There, if I'm not going to do anything, nothing required. Okay, but now in this class, if I'll create a public method again, integer, and there I just named it as add. Now it is necessary for me to return anything because the return type is integer. So what we can do, we can return anything, return 0. That works. And in this, we don't require any return because that is a void. So, and return should be the last syntax in any block of method. For example, if I want to write sysout, hi, control S. Now we are getting error. What is that error? Let me hover the mouse. It is saying unreachable code because when you return anything, it means this will be the last syntax to be executed. Now, this is the last syntax which is executed at this point of time. And then if you want to return anything, so what do you need to do? Control X, print there. Control Z, and then print there. Control Z. This will work. There, sysout, I can provide return, sorry, return null. Control S. Now let me allocate memory to them and call both method. So class name is test. Let me create object of test. Test control space equals to new control space. And then we can call them by object is test. This one is object, which is in a small test dot control space add. And then test dot call. Now let me run this. So what we got on console, let me just check, run as Java application. So we are getting high and return. But why this is not printing? For example, if I want to return 9, so why 9 is not printing? See, what is the return type of this add? Let me just show you. Control space. The return type of add is integer and void, I mean call is void. So void can directly print the data. Whatever be the syntax, that can be printed. But The return type is integer. So yes, we'll have two ways. Either I can store it some integer x, and after that I can print sys out x. Now what happened? Flow is changed. Let me run. Hi 9. So first it is calling. See, it will go to this test dot add. First it will printing hi, and now as we are printing this, so that gives us the return. This is about the what are the return, how I mean how the method works.